What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Web4 Roundtable. Hope you guys are doing well on this amazing Monday, September 16th, 2024. The Web4 Roundtable powered by Cosmonodes. Feel free to support our show. Best way to support the show is to leave a like, retweet, drop a comment. You guys can check out HBark as well, an HBark comment. And then I don't really talk about donations for the show, but we do have an official wallet for the show. You can see it up on the screen. So if you guys are here on the show, shout out to all of you. Shout out to everyone in the spaces as well. I see a bunch of you here. I'm going to start bringing up our speakers here today. We will be interviewing Postmaster from the Stickbug account and from the Stickbug project as well. So shout out to them. I'm very much excited and looking forward to our interview today. This is a special edition interview show here today. And friendly reminder, our show is sponsored by Gilmore Estates. You can see the official token ID on the left, tokenizing real estate on Hedera, and their GC token as well. So make sure to shoot them a follow. Go check out what they're doing. Again, at Gilmore_Estates. Massive shout out to them as well for sponsoring our show here today. All right, let's get the show started. Postmaster, what's good, brother? How you doing?
Hello, Ipex. Thank you so much for having me, brother. I'm feeling great today. A little bit of a rest day, tying up some advertising for the NFT launch. Feeling good, man. How are you today?
I'm doing great, brother. Just getting the show started here. I worked on some content before the show as well, but we're going to get started here. You're welcome to jump up on the live stream side of things. Do you want to jump over here, or will you be staying on the Spaces side today?
Either or. Do you have a link for me?
Yeah, that sounds great. Let me shoot you a link. Give me 1 second here. The link on and via DM. So let me know if you got it. Let me know if it's working for you, and then we'll get you set up over here as well.
I'll be there in 1 second.
Awesome. What's up, everyone? Shout out. I see George, Mindbend, Wednesday, D-Man, Khalifa's, Crypto Tracker, Joseph, Salem, and all the amazing people in the live stream. Make sure to leave a comment, drop a comment if you are here live on the live stream side of things as well. We're going to get to the interview straight away. We're just waiting on Postmaster to get his screen set up. He's going to be joining us here shortly. And again, I'm looking forward to the Stickbug interview today. We're going to be covering the NFTs, what's going on with the team, and where they're at before their upcoming launch as well. So lock in. We're about to get the interview officially started. I'm going to actually share my screen here briefly, and we're going to get the show on the road. All right. So update my screen here. Yeah, it looks like Postmaster is loading in here. I just have Saucer Swap pulled up. That was the last tab I was on. Shout out to Saucer Swap, leading decks here on Hedera. Looks like it needs to refresh. All right, I see Postmaster. All right, the page is buffering, so let me just refresh it really quick. Yeah, I'm not sure if something happened with StreamYard, so I'm just going to update my screen here. Give me 1 second to restart it, and then we're going to get this interview going. All right, I see Postmaster. Postmaster, what's good, brother? Yep, you sound great.
You can hear me now?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect. How's it going, brother? All is good. Just took me a little minute to figure out my mic. It just magically started working.
Let's go. Awesome, brother. Well, appreciate you coming in here today. Will we have anyone else from Stickbug be joining us today, or will it be you today?
If he might, Stickbug might join us here. He's just getting off work and trying to get home on time, but he got caught up a little late at work. So
Awesome. No worries, brother. You just let me know if he's able to join us, and if you need a link, or the link that I sent you works as well. So if you're able to send it to him, that's totally fine as well. Just let me know. If you want to send a different one, that's totally fine.
all right, I just got like a double feedback.
Oh, it's probably because you're still in the space. Maybe drop down from the space. Yeah.
All right.
You should be good to go now.
Oh.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Not really. Something happened with my headset here. Hold on.
Okay.
This happened to me during the HBAR Bull interview as well.
Oh man.
I had to do the whole thing on quiet mode, but we got through it. Let's just see. Close all this down. Yep, it did not work, but we'll get through it. I'll take these off. Listen carefully.
Awesome. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you decently. It's just not in the headset.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, dope. We'll just, again, let me know if anyone else will be joining. But again, if you guys are here, welcome to the WEB4 Roundtable. This is Postmaster. We'll be interviewing Stickbug here. So if you want to share your screen, you're more than welcome to. Postmaster as well. I know you've done it a couple times on the show here. Great shirt as well. It looks great. It looks like you're getting a bit more fit as well for the upcoming fight. A little bit under a month now as well. How was that looking for you, brother, before we jump into the interview here?
Yeah, man, I'm feeling really good. I've been doing a lot of hard sparring with some beasts in the gym, and it's just gonna get better and better here. I got a really tough week ahead of me, and a big hill to climb with this opponent, but I'm just putting as much dedication and preparation into this fight as I possibly can. I really want to come home with a W, so I'm just getting in the best shape of my life. It feels like kind of like a second chance for me. Not a lot of people get a chance at a big show like this, and it all just kind of snowballed into my life, and so I just have to thank the Lord for letting me do what I love doing, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to represent Hedera ecosystem and get a big W over a really tough opponent.
Yeah, brother, for sure. We here in Hedera, I know we're all rooting for you, and we want to see the win. So we'll be there showing up, and I mean, I'll most likely be doing some form of a live show or something to spotlight you as well. And we're gonna continue to ramp up marketing. I think we need to get this first Singapore event out of the way first. Nothing against it. I think everyone's super excited for it, but I think a lot of people have even more eyes on the next event in particular as well, especially with you being there as well. And I know you are super excited for that event as well. So we do want to see you take the W, and however we can continue to support. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to help see you take that W for sure. Well, you guys, welcome. Again, this is the WEB4 Roundtable powered by Cosmonotes. We're here interviewing Postmaster here with Stickbug. I did turn on the little headliner so you can see stickbug.org. Go check out stickbug.org here during the interview so you can kind of follow along with some of the alpha that we'll be sharing here today. Well, Postmaster, sounds like you're doing well, brother, and I know you've been absolutely training nonstop. So, yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to the fruits of your labor for sure to come to fruition. And a lot of us here in Hedera have been absolutely pushing forward, and you've been doing that as an inspiration for me, inspiration to many, I'm sure. So again, keep killing it, brother. Keep moving forward and grinding, and yeah, I believe your time will come, and very, very soon as well. So looking forward to that as well, brother. Awesome. All right. Well, let's get into the official interview here. Welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well on this amazing Monday here. As you guys can see, we do have some new graphics for the show as well. I hope you guys like them. I worked on it over the weekend as well, and I thought what better show to kind of kickstart the new era of our shows than this interview. So Postmaster, you guys get you, Stickbug, and the team. You guys get the first new graphics, updated graphics for the Web4 Roundtable. So yeah,
Very
shout out to you
cool.
guys. Yeah, shout out to you
Nice. I
guys.
like it. The
Yeah, and
little
I
gift.
actually,
Has he got some boxing gloves on there?
yeah, he does. Sure
Yeah,
does.
that's awesome, man. Love it, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some stickers and pins and some banners and stuff. So I think the astronauts, they could definitely rock it as well. So yeah, more alpha to come on the little gifts on the side there. But yeah, and like I said, it is powered by Cosmonauts. So those are the Cosmonauts on the side there. But this show is not about what I'm doing or the Cosmonauts, but it's about Stickbug. So I want to get into the Stickbug team, what you guys have been doing, how long you've been here. So tell me a little bit about I think we're just going to kind of rehash it. I know you've been super active in our shows over the last, I don't know, 6 months, 9 months or so, and you've definitely given quite a bit of alpha over that time. But let's just say this might be the first time, maybe this might be the only time that someone listens to what is going on Stickbug. Maybe this is the first time meeting you, Postmaster, or the team here. So that's just kind of how we're going to go through the questions here. Maybe this is the first time someone's getting to know you. Maybe they don't remember, and we're going to give them a refresher. So tell me about the Stickbug team. How did you guys meet? Who's on the team? That kind of stuff. I'll kick the floor back to you, brother.
Awesome. Great question, man. Thank you very much. Well, real quick with Postmaster here, Kyle Post. I started investing in Hedera in around 2019 in the IEO for Hedera on Bittrex. I followed very closely the entire ecosystem, got my Hashpack wallet early, so started in the meme scene and everything that Hedera had to offer. And Stickbug came out in about January. I saw it pop up on CoinGecko. And just loved the little dancing meme. It was about a month and a half old or so. So picked up me some Stickbug, jumped into the community Discord, all the social channels, and just started talking to the dev there and the team and all the whales. And bought into the Stickbug flagship NFTs, bought a whole pile of them, did some giveaways here on the show with those, and just became kind of like a real community member for Stickbug and being connected with a lot of projects in Hedera at that time, I thought I kind of saw an opportunity to connect Stickbug's work with the open license agreement in Karate Combat, and that's where I started kind of talking to him about little ideas, kind of bouncing things off each other, and then this project that we're about to talk about today was born there. So Stickbug was incepted in January of this year. And we've been working on this for about 6 or 7 months now. There's a few other community team member standouts that have now joined the developer team with doing partnerships and advertising. So some notables are poncho.hbar. Also Stickbug, the developer. He's our artist, our back-end developer. He works very closely with a few other of the community members in the NFT community like Cantor, and so a lot of people coming together to make this project happen, to really showcase what Hedera is capable of doing with NFTs and with tokenomics as well.
Yeah, brother, for sure. We've seen you guys as some time. You guys have been here for some time now, and so it's just mainly you and Poncho, correct?
Stickbug and Poncho, yeah.
Stickbug and Poncho.
There's
that's
a few
correct,
other
correct.
community members as well that are some standouts.
Gotcha. And then please clarify as well. So how long ago was it when you first found Stickbug, and then how long has Stickbug been a token as well? Since I know that the token itself is deeply rooted in this launch, I think people should hear a little bit more about the token
so
itself
the
as well.
Stickbug token launched in January. There was 10 million tokens launched. About 2 million were burnt shortly after. I found Stickbug in around February, mid-February or so, I would say, maybe late February. And yeah, just been a big bag holder and advocate of Stickbug until we decided to partner up on this IP license agreement, really put together my connections with Karate Combat, the rest of the Hedera ecosystem, and the work that our developer was capable of doing. yeah, we've put together an amazing product that the fighters are elated about. They are very proud. I've even saw some messages from the wives and families of the fighters saying how proud they are, a proud moment that they're getting a digital sports memorabilia. And that kind of was a full circle moment for me, a very proud moment for me as well, that, you know, we're helping these athletes capture these moments and something that they can be proud of to show their friends and family, and then get support from them as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. And to just talk about this is, I mean, this is the first time that it's happening on Hedera, and to see the friends and family being able to be impacted like this in a positive way, I think that just it's so rewarding. I can't speak for you, I can't speak for the team, but I can imagine how rewarding it is, especially with these connections, with the you meeting a lot of them as well. It's such a great refreshing type of thing, especially to see here in Hedera, because we just don't have a ton going on, but when we do have certain things going on, it's like, oh wow, like that is something special. It is something really cool to watch, and it is novel and unique. And arguably, we haven't seen, and I could be wrong, don't quote me on this, I haven't seen really anything like this on another chain as of late, at least. So yeah, I mean, this is awesome. You love to see it as well.
I can tell you why you probably won't see a project like this on another chain. And that's because Hedera's technology is just so great. And the price of doing an on-chain dynamic hash, and I mean, you kind of know 90%, maybe a little more of the project depth. So you know that it would be very, very, very costly to put something like we've put together on any other chain. But because Hedera is so cheap, and the builders here are so available to help you, it was done at a very, very low cost so that we can make this worthwhile for the athletes to get involved in.
Yeah, brother, for sure. Well, yeah, that just kind of speaks a bit further into why Hedera, of course, is special. And of course, the builders on Hedera are that much more special because you guys are that much ahead of most people. And it's not to speak negatively about other chains or other people, but clearly the builders, the community here in Hedera just understand what's going on here in Web3 and are just on top of it. So shout out to you and your team for building on Hedera as well. All right, so we do have a giveaway going on. 5,000 Karate Combat tokens will be given away during the show. All you gotta do is like and retweet. You can see the post up in the live stream here. Today is the exclusive interview on the Fighter Bug Flawless launch here with Postmaster 5 p.m. EST, the place to be in Web3. Make sure to enter there. The details are there. Make sure to follow, like, retweet, tag some friends, and the winner will be drawn right after the show. So don't forget to like and retweet, and it is the best way to support our show as well. Shout out to everyone tuning in here today. Awesome. All right, Postmaster, again, appreciate you coming on here today. Let's get into a little bit about the inspiration of the NFTs. I know it's a really nice idea, and it's fun to collect various memorabilia, various NFTs over the past years, but now you're doing it here with Karate Combat, right? And maybe it is as simple as, hey, like I just really wanted to provide something special for something that I'm very passionate about, right? But tell me a little bit about just kind of where that initial inspiration came from to get these NFTs, these digital collectibles, this memorabilia started for Karate Combat fighters.
That's an amazing question. Absolutely amazing. So I'm a white paper reader. And after reading Karate Combat's white paper, I really started imagining what could be done with an open IP license agreement in Web3 on Hedera. And that's why I just really started daydreaming about sports memorabilia, because I've always been a collector of hockey cards, baseball cards, football cards, Pokemon cards, Pogs. I used to be a collector of everything. That was just kind of my era of when I grew up, as we just kind of collected things. And so yeah, that's where it was born. And I thought, if we make this really rare collection for Karate Combat, and we do it directed to helping out the fighters, but also tied into the meme token. I thought this would be a very novel idea for the blockchain, very new use case, and that there would be community support behind it. So the next thing was, you know, who was I going to get to make it? And so, you know, I found the NFT builder that I thought was the best, and so we put together this product that looks and feels exactly like your traditional sports memorabilia with a Web3 flair, with a digital flair. So we have that image of your spinning card that looks and feels like your sports memorabilia collectible. You also get those card images as secondary files as well, so it does look like a sports memorabilia card. That way, you can also use a PFP for your wallet and Twitter account. So there's a PFP version in there as well, packed in there. But then it has the MP4 file behind it as well, with a highlight of their career. I think that puts a really nice touch on it. The fighters were extremely thankful that we put that little flair, that little touch. And it was also all hand done. So this is like an art piece from fighting fans who sat there for hours and hours watching footage, gathering the best moments of these athletes. So again, our team is very passionate of putting together an amazing product that the fighters really want. So we reach out to the fighters, make sure that they like the images and videos, or if they have any suggestions of any clips that they want to add to it. We work very closely with the athletes to make it, you know, absolutely perfect. And I think we nailed it with a lot of them. Everybody seems to be very happy, very positive comments. We're looking at the Ben Armstrong card right here. I'm sure he's going to be quite popular. He had such an amazing battle at IFC 1. Really set off IFC to pave the way for new fighters like me to be able to showcase their crypto projects and get in that pit and have some fun. So yeah, that's kind of the inspiration, is that open IP license agreement, and me just being a very passionate karate combat enthusiast, and then just being able to work with somebody with as much talent as Stickbug has been phenomenal. It's a dream come true. And I really hope that we can provide a really good token stream for the athletes and build one of the best NFT projects on the market.
Awesome, brother. Well, yeah, that IP agreement is definitely a game changer. And again, it's something very special that we don't really see just in general. I'm going to continue to pull up more of these cards. So give me a second to share my screen here. I'm going to kind of switch through them. Shout out to everyone tuning in again. I'm just bear with us for a couple seconds as I continue to shift screens here. But again, I absolutely love the way these cards look. They look absolutely spectacular. You can see the Sam Alvey card, and Postmaster, at any point, any of the cards, any of the memorabilia that we're sharing here, you're more than welcome to touch on it. You guys send me quite a bit of resources to cover here for the show as well. So yeah, I think all of them look absolutely insane.
We're looking at Smiling Sam Alvey here. He's Karate Combat heavyweight champion. And yeah, we put together this nice highlight video, him beating up former champion Ross Levine. I think that was one of the most iconic fights of his career. Ross is an absolute beast, and it was a real test to the striking ability and the pit maneuver abilities that the heavyweight champion has. So yeah, we really love his card. Of course, he's Smiling Sam, so we had to put his big giant smiling face on there.
Awesome. You'll have to see it. And then also these are passionals as well. I see Cantor coming up. Cantor, we are interviewing Postmaster and the Stickbug profile here today, their project, their NFTs. You're welcome to jump in if you have any questions, brother. Just let me know if you want to, or if you want to jump in after the interview, you're welcome to as well. Just want to give a friendly greeting to Cantor here as well, brother.
Hey, Cantor, how's it going, brother? And yeah, Cantor could add some technicals as well. He's helped us for hours and hours and hours. I think there's well over 1,000 messages back and forth between Cantor and our team. So thank you so much, Cantor, for being here today. And anything that you want to share, go ahead, brother.
Awesome. I'm just pulling up. I don't hear Cantor. Maybe he's is connecting here, but I'm pulling up another card here. Justin, Gustardo, if you want to touch on that
Yeah,
one.
so we're looking at Jay Chains, host of the Web3 Breakfast Show. He fought at the main event for IFC 3, or was it 2? It might have been 2. Okay, IFC 2. My bad. So many fighters I'm dealing with right now in fights. But yeah, he's him and his wife very, very thankful that we're getting a card. He's definitely getting in the pit again for another fight. He's gearing up for that. Maybe having a fight announcement having to do with Utah coming up soon. So we're very happy to have Jay Chains. We're after all fighters, IFC fighters, Pit Submission Series fighters. We even added some KOLs in there, some karate personalities, which we think are very important. We're going to throw some little Easter eggs too. So as the karate combat progresses, more and more personalities get in there. We're going to throw some very rare cards in there, maybe like a Robin Black, wink wink,
Wow.
or a President Awesome would be amazing if we could get a few President Awesome cards out there just to help support the other fighters, because they have a far bigger reach in Web3 or Web2 with their audience. That's why they're there. So we love having all members of the Karate Combat staff. Anybody can apply for a card, and then we're going to put it to a vote with the Karate Combat top VIP groups that are playing Up Only Gaming. Those are the super fans. So we trust that those are the people that we're kind of selling these cards to. They want to support their favorite athletes, and we want to bring the quality sports memorabilia card to their wallets.
Let's go. Well, you love to see it. Cantor, I know he's trying to reconnect here. It looks like there's maybe some connection issues, but yeah, these cards look absolutely amazing. I'm going to try to collect as many of each individual one, maybe a few rares as well. If I can get my hands on them, I'm definitely going to be looking at secondary in particular to be sniping. Maybe some people will be trying to flip them right away, but I'm here for the long term. I want to see these. And then speaking of Nationals, I was going to wait till Cantor came up if he wanted to ask any questions. But in terms of Nationals, they are dynamic NFTs as well. So let me pull up the next set of cards. So give me a second to pull some more up. But if you want to touch on the dynamic aspect as well and what you guys are looking to do over time, you're welcome to, brother.
Yeah, well, we all know the kind of the word of the week is dynamic NFTs. I'm hearing almost on every chain. On-chain data, metadata that can be updated. Works perfectly for a sports memorabilia card when you know that rookie cards are kind of the most expensive and most sought-after cards. So what we have here is a card that can always be a very rare rookie card. But it has the capability of updating the metadata as the career of the fighter goes along, including images, fight records. We can add all sorts of cool things like sponsors, do token drops from new sponsors that come in and make deals for the fighters. There's also, because there's secondary sales royalty to the fighters, they're also incentivized to, keep trying to make new ways and come up with ideas and new pictures maybe for us, or bring new things to the table for people that are trading their cards, having interviews or private conversations. And I think also having talks with, say, managers of the fighters to snap up collections and then go after bigger sponsors to do giveaways for golf tournaments and all sorts of things, right? There can be all sorts of things that are done with normal sports memorabilia collectibles now that can be done with these collectibles and some with dynamic passional technology. So we plan to just showcase everything that Hedera can do. Our developer is very active in learning and trying new things. So this is going to be a project that develops. We want to have 200 fighters on our roster by the end of 2025. And we want to have almost 30,000 NFTs sold by that time as well. So that's kind of our goals. And we think that dynamic nationals are kind of the future of NFTs. And we just plan to really showcase all the capabilities of Hedera through this project, whether it's bringing bringing our NFTs cross-chain to different wallets and different chains using PixFi, or even developing a gamified version in the background, and developing partnerships with other companies that are building, and other Web3 projects that are building with the Karate Combat license agreement. So there's all sorts of different talks and things that we'd like to do. Of course, just like, my fight, we don't want to look past the mint stage here. So minting out, making sure the fighters are taken care of right away, getting all the diagnostics out to the people, just kind of showing, what we're capable to do in mint number 1 is our prime, objective right now. And we're so blessed. We're absolutely blessed to be able to have the Hashnal technology, how cheap it was to build this product, and then just what we're able to do with these Hashnals is incredible. It's not like any other sports memorabilia, so it's a novel thing that we're really pioneering, and I'm sure we're going to see many others follow suit afterwards. But it's great to be number 1 here.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, I did just add the Mei-chan NFT up here as well. You guys can see it. It's animated as well. As Postmaster said, it's a Hashnal, dynamic Hashnal as well, and basically the future. You're going to be able to update these. He talked about rookie cards as well, being the first to essentially do something like this, due to Hedera, of course. Being so efficient as well. If you guys are just tuning in here today, this is the Stickbug HTS Fighter Bug Flawless NFT upcoming launch interview as well. We're doing a 5,000 Karate Combat token giveaway as well. So if you're just tuning in, all you gotta do is like and retweet the show to be entered as well. So that is a double. I didn't clarify that. I'm actually doing 2 sets of 5,000 Karate Combat tokens. So technically we are giving away 10,000 Karate Combat tokens today. So one for the giveaway post that I shared earlier, and then one for the show here today. So if you're tuning into the space, tuning into the live stream, don't forget to like and retweet to be entered as well, and show your support to the show here today. That is the best way to show your support. Postmaster, we've talked a little bit about just kind of how the memorabilia came about, how you got involved with Karate Combat. Now I think it's time to get deeper into the NFTs and lead into the launch in particular. So go ahead and give me a rundown of the project and what is the vision moving forward, brother.
Awesome question. So what we would like to do is provide the lion's share of the NFT sales directly to the fighters, but it ties into our Stickbug tokenomics as well. So 20% will be immediately put aside and given to the fighters in HBAR. And that was what the initial IP license agreement was for Karate Combat. But we didn't think that was near good enough. And fighters typically will take like a 70-30 or a 60-40 split with their managers when they bring in big sponsors. So we thought that was something that we wanted to aim for, but also leave room for marketing and the token as well, because we could also have a huge, boost in, meme coin craze with Stickbug token, which will bring a lot of attention to this as well. So we wanted to tie that in as well. So the tokenomics, we think, are very fair. 60% to the fighters, 40% they will be able to choose either Stickbug token, Karate token, or HBAR token. We'll do that live on an X space. Maybe some of the fighters will come into this space, the Psyched Era space, and a few of the KOL spaces like Doug Hype space. We'll try to even it out there, all the athletes, into some of the more popular spaces that have been covering Karate Combat and really helping karate along the way. That's kind of the benefit for the fans as well, is that they get kind of connected with the fighters. They can ask questions and also get them involved in maybe their projects as well. I know there's a lot of project leads that wouldn't mind KOLs. A lot of fighters that are entering here are well-spoken guys, love coming into the spaces. So we just want to get them involved in the token aspect of karate, kind of also the league governance. I think that we just saw with the elbow rules, a huge controversy. The athletes are very interested in the token now in the voting power. So we want to kind of teach the athletes, you know, about the tokenomics, about how to use karate token, how to use Hedera, Stickbug, and just introduce all these amazing athletes to everybody in the Hedera ecosystem, because, you know, we're karate built on Hedera, and they're representing us. And the more these fighters know and can talk in real life about how important it is to pick up these karate tokens and vote along with me and vote for me, they're getting a huge portion of the tokens from voting. So a lot of the fighters don't even really know that. It's thousands of dollars that they're missing out on some promotions by coming into these spaces. You could get millions of tokens being placed on you, and you're going to get a little portion of those tokens because more people voted on you. So we're just trying to educate the fighters, connect them with the super fans, give them the lion's share, and then for the rest of it, really just promote, be at those events, to take one-of-a-kind images, so that it's like art. We want to actually be at the event. A lot of the images that we did use came from my camera, from being pit side, and me being out there as a part of being one of the top up-only gaming players. I was able to get free pit side seats and able to get some of the most amazing images and videos of these fighters. So a lot of the images that we use are just personal images, one-of-ones that nobody will ever see other than in this NFT project. Some of them the fighters sent us, some of them we used from Karate Combat, depending on what the fighter wanted. But yeah, a lot of them got some one-of-a-kind photos right from our reels. So yeah, that's kind of what the project is all about. And then, of course, first and foremost, supporting the fighters, connecting the fans, and then showcasing Hedera and the Hashnal technology.
Yeah, brother, for sure. That makes a lot of sense. And if you guys are not familiar, again, we are interviewing Stickbug and Postmaster here. So if you missed any of the show so far, any of the alpha, make sure to go back. The show is recorded. You don't want to miss any of the alpha shared so far. So I have two graphics here to show as well. Project details, so we'll jump on that one next. And then revenue distribution as well. So I have it pulled up here. Postmaster, if you want to jump in on that one as well, brother.
Yeah, so we kind of just touched a little bit on the revenue details. So we'll go a little bit more into the project details.
Yeah.
Let me just shut my dogs. Okay, they shut up a little bit. I'm going to go shut this door here. Sorry, guys.
You're totally fine.
You puppies, no barking. No barking. No barking. Okay, so yeah, we went over a little bit of the revenue details, the revenue split. However, here's how the launch is going to look. Each fighter, there'll be 10 fighters, 1 KOL on this launch, but up to 20 fighters per mint, so per block. And they will each mint 150 cards, 5 of them rare, 145 of them are commons. Okay, one of them is kept behind for the fighter, so the first one of the group is going to be kept for the fighter, sent to the fighter's wallet, and they can auction that card off. The rest of the cards are minted at random, like hockey cards would be on Centex, yeah. And that's going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Each card will be $700 worth of HBAR. If you are on the whitelist and you were on the top 500 up-only gaming players, you will be qualified for 3 NFTs at a discounted rate of 100 HBAR. So there'll be 600 HBAR for you. And you also have 12 hours early access. So make sure you get in there 12 hours early, get your 3 NFTs. Also, if you held a Stickbug flagship NFT, you also, per 1 NFT, you also get that same offer as well.
Then I believe
what other details can we go over here?
You might have said $700. I think you meant 700 HBAR, correct?
Yeah, 700 HBAR. Okay. Yeah, they're $35 worth of HBAR at current rate. Gotcha. I think a little less actually now. They're like $32.
Nice. Okay, yeah, that's great. And then you're doing discounts. Can you repeat it again? The top 100 you said? I'll get a discount.
Top 500 up-only gaming players of season 1. So if you're Karate DeMaio, you got yourself one of those little NFTs in your Karate wallet. You're automatically entered. Now, if you only have that Karate app and not the Blade wallet, you might have some difficulties minting. So make sure you load up your seed phrase in a Blade wallet and that will help you out. You can also load that seed phrase in a Hashpack wallet as well, and they just run simultaneously, no problem. And you can do it that way as well. So I love the Hashpack, of course. I'm just like head over heels in love with the Hashpack wallet. I think it's the bee's knees. So best way to do it, connect your Hashpack wallet to Centex.
Awesome, brother. No, that sounds great. I do see we have Harley Hermanson. Are you familiar with Harley, Postmaster?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. He's one of the IFC fighters, one of the athletes that are going to be competing in Utah.
Let's go. Harley, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Good to be up here. Excited for this mint tomorrow. I've had a Stickbug NFT ever since I met Post at Consensus. I went ahead and picked one up. So I'm excited to be on the whitelist. I had a quick question, though. Is this going to be like a blind mint where you don't know what athlete or what KOL you're going to get? Or will you know going into it, you just won't know the rarity?
Exactly that. So you're going to get it at random. But there are rare cards that are Easter eggs in there. So your chances of minting a rare are obviously a little bit harder. I think it's between 2 and 3%, but they're in there.
Beautiful. Looking forward to minting them out tomorrow.
Let's
Awesome,
go.
brother.
Awesome, Harley. Appreciate you coming up here today, brother. If you have any other questions, feel free to jump in.
And don't forget, any athlete, Harley, can apply for them. So as soon as you step foot in that pit, we got some good pictures of you. Win or lose, brother, you can go to stickbug.org, go on the little pages tab, go to the fighter portal, and you just send us some information that we asked there, a couple of quick questions, and we'll build a card for you. It's all automated in the background now, so it's not going to take us months to build out. Just maybe a day to do, or day or two to do the MP4 file. But yeah, it's now a automated process for us, and we look forward to working with guys like you in the future, brother.
Beautiful. I'm looking forward to having my NFT on there, and yeah, I'll see you in Utah.
Sick, brother. See you in Utah. Good luck, man.
Awesome, brother.
Train hard.
Good luck, Harley.
You too, man.
Awesome. Well, we're going to continue on the interview. Appreciate you guys coming up, asking questions. Again, feel free to jump up if you have any questions. We'll head into the community AMA side of the interview shortly as well. But we're more than happy to provide some further transparency to the mint and what's going on. Postmaster, how do you feel about the project details post here? Do you want to continue on, or do you want to jump onto another point here, brother?
Yeah, were there any questions that maybe you had about these details here? I think it's pretty clear. We're obviously working with Centex. We think it's an amazing marketplace. Although a lot of the other marketplaces are also really showing some awesome developments. We obviously love Centex. They're a big supporter of Karate Combat as well. So yeah, that's really what people need to know is if you're whitelisted, get ready for your 12 hours early access and your discount. And if anybody ever has any requests for fighters, people that you'd like to support, reach out to us. If you know them too, let them know. We want to work with all the Karate Combat athletes. Like I said, we're aiming for getting 200 athletes by the end of 2025, and yeah, we plan on reaching that by just reaching out and keeping an open line on all these spaces, and just connecting and doing a great job raising funds and selling NFTs for the fighters.
Let's go, brother. Yeah, this is definitely a long-term play. This is not something that's a one-and-done event. This isn't a quick cash grab or anything like that. You guys are clearly trying to support the fighters, do it the way that you guys can, and of course, all built on the Hedera network as well, which is absolutely amazing. We did touch on the revenue distribution as well, but everyone that's on the live stream, you guys have the graphic up here as now. So I know myself included, we're super visual. So I got to kind of read along or follow along. So as you said, the initial small fee on Centex proceeds from the following mint will be allocated as follows. So you said 60% going to the fighters' accounts, ensuring substantial earnings. from their involvement. So again, you want fighters, you want the community to be able to just kind of involve the fighters and maybe market to them as well. Get them involved, of course. 20% to Stickbug for updates, marketing, future developments, and then 10% to the co-founders as well. So I want to unpack a little bit about that 20% one in terms of the main account, updates, marketing, future development. So a lot of people that are buying Stickbug token right now, they're asking, how does this benefit Stickbug holders, right? Why do I care about Stickbug? How does this all connect? Or I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. So if you want to touch on the 20% a bit more, I'd love to hear more as well.
Yeah, okay. So Stickbug token has set out a goal to be almost acting like sort of like a mutual fund of Hedera by spreading out its liquidity provisions into the blue chip companies like Grow, Sauce, Xsauce, BSL, the other big blue chip tokens are the LPs that we focus on, spreading it out a little bit more so that it rewards LP providers, and then future farms will be also a lot larger for the rewards, the APR rewards. So that was kind of the goal with the token. And now what happens with these retail NFT projects? So this isn't the only retail NFT project that we'll be building with Stickbug, but it is one of them. So it's a good example of how the buyback mechanism will help reward liquidity providers, because we are buying back quite a significant percentage of Stickbug token. 40% of it gets bought back in Stickbug token that go to the athletes. So there'll be some liquidity provisions, rewards that are given out, obviously, when we buy back those Stickbug tokens. And then also to the treasury. So the 20% that's going to the treasury will be used for things like marketing, getting us out to the events to actually make these products really nice, setting up booths there to sell the product, bring awareness to other Hedera projects as well by reaching out to sponsor the cards. We can add logos to all the cards and behind the fighters, and work carefully with the fighters to add those logos to their banners, Twitters, their speeches, things like that. So we want to act kind of like a liaison in the background to help the fighters kind of get a little more revenue and tokens and a little more involvement in the Web3 side of karate combat, to kind of bring karate combat's vision to life. And by doing that, this ties really deeply into our tokenomics, because we're buying back a lot of Stickbug token. Now, there is going to be some sell pressure as well from fighters. We never know when they're going to sell it. They could sell it right away. They could hold on to it. You never really know. We're giving them that option really at the inception of the project too, because they can actually choose Stickbug, karate, or HBAR, which will convert it instantly for them at that point. So it does go through, obviously, the liquidity pools, rewarding them, buying back the Stickbug token. It's going to give us more eyes on this project, having all these powerhouse fighters advertising their cards with Stickbug logo, Stickbug website. So yeah, there's going to be lots of eyes on this meme project. So just one little tie-in to the retail side of things, to the token. Obviously, that's going to benefit all token holders, because there's going to be big buyback periods during each mint.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, I think people are always excited by the term buybacks, that to be able to continue to just have the liquidity flowing through the project. You guys aren't just taking a massive chunk of the liquidity for yourself and then just dipping, right? This is to go back to the fighters, and the fighters ultimately
and
are
that 20% also, that doesn't isn't going to go split between the wallets of the founders of this project. We already did the 10%. That's a lot of work that we are putting into this. Yeah. Like, I've put in months and months of work. So is Stickbug. So the 10% does that, but the actual buyback, that's going to go to actually creating partnerships, liquidity lockups with blue chip companies. Even we're doing a cross-chain strategy. We've applied and been accepted for Hashport. So we're actually looking at building liquidity pools cross-chain as well. So I'm sure some of that provisions is going to go towards building that out as well, to bring, not to move cross-chain, but to show that Hedera has the capabilities of going cross-chain, but being here home base. So we're not creating a whole new token. The token is here on Hedera, using Hashport, going cross-chain. and just kind of showcasing what we can do with our NFTs as well, doing the same thing. I think we'll bring a lot of attention to the Stickbug token. And we also want to make lasting partnerships. So that's kind of our plan, is to make sure that when we do make a partnership, that we have a two-year plan right in the beginning, or it's not really a partnership. You know, we want to make sure that they're going to be a long project, and they have a vision, and then our vision lines with their vision as well. So yeah, I think we got lots of good partnerships lined up that will definitely support the value of Stickbug token, as well as a retail side of things. That we originally planned on doing all sorts of different NFT projects, not just this one. So you can look forward to a few announcements coming up in the following months after the successful launch of this guy.
Awesome, brother. Well, everything you're saying, I've kind of more or less remember you've been sharing a lot. And as you said, you've been working on this for quite some time as well. This isn't a random project just kind of coming up out of nowhere. You guys are putting a ton of heart, ton of soul, ton of love, most importantly, and passion into all of this as well to make it come to fruition as well. So best of luck, of course, on the mint tomorrow. I'll be there. I'm looking forward. You said 6 p.m. Can you give us the time zone as well, just in case not everyone knows?
Eastern Standard Time. Also, I want to add, guys, if you guys open up your Karate app right now, there's a special announcement in there. Maybe you can do that live there, IPEX. Do you have your Karate app loaded on your computer?
Let me see. Give me 1 second here. Oh, I don't have it on desktop. I only do it on mobile. So I wouldn't be able to do it.
More. How did I screen share before?
Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up. Is it possible on mobile? I can look at it as well, or it has to be on desktop.
Yeah, it's in the mobile. Go into announcements. I can't screen share either. But yeah, anyway, if you guys are at home and you got your Karate app ready, you can pull that out. Take a look at the new announcement there. We're right in the Karate app. There's an announcement for the project, giving you just the short details, a little elevator pitch.
Oh, there's more though. Okay. No, if I click read more, it'll just take me to the Sentex link. All right, here. This is what I'll do. Let me just screenshot it really quick.
Nope, you're a genius. Send it to yourself. Not IPEX's first rodeo here.
So, all right. Can you hear me? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me the whole time? Okay. I know sometimes when I jump.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. All right, let's see here. Let me screenshot it really quick so everyone can see this announcement here.
What is happening? Can you hear me?
All right, not sure if when I jump windows if you can hear me, but let me. I think you can hear me.
Yeah, no.
Can you hear me?
I lost audio, and then Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Awesome.
Okay, awesome. Sorry, my headphones all of a sudden started working. So.
Oh no, perfect timing. Okay, let me pull up my drive here really quick and then see what's cooking over here.
I'm just on a call. I'm on a call. Sorry, brother. Oh, did I? Are you still there? I lost audio for sure this time.
Okay. Can you hear me now, brother?
No, yeah, now I can hear you.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it's whenever I'm in another window, it doesn't load. So let's see. It might be. Oh, doesn't look like it's I wonder which. Here, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Which drive is it sending to? All right, brother. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, I just sent it. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I just sent it to you in the DMs. So let me just pull it up. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. Let me refresh my page then and get it loaded. Yeah, I think the announcement, I just skimmed it while I was screenshotting it. I didn't see it, so it's great to see everyone in Karate Combat.
Yeah, that was really nice, and I'll give you guys a little rumor. We may or may not get a mention on a live broadcast tomorrow.
So,
or sorry, Wednesday morning.
Yep. Awesome. All right, let me share my screen here of our DMs. Just the picture though. Nothing too juicy. All right, let's see. Share screen X. Okay, it's kind of small, so I might just see if I can zoom it in. Okay, it's a little small. Eesh. Okay, well, I'm not sure. Let's see if I can just.
Anyway, anybody can open up their Karate app. You can take a look at the announcement right in the app. We got the stick bug logos, the thumbnail right in the Karate app now. That'll live there forever. So yeah, we're excited. We're ready to go. Everybody at Karate, the staffers, they're all ready to go. They're super excited to collect their favorite fighter and support the project.
Awesome, brother. Well, I'll just read it here because it's it's really struggling here to load it all properly, and I don't want to give weird UI stuff. So I'll just kind of read it here on Karate Combat, built on Karate Combat, open IP licensing agreement, stickbug.org, teams up with the athletes of Karate Combat, proudly announced a stunning collection featuring 10 phenomenal fighters and 1 legendary personality. Athletes like Turbo Ross Levine. Oh, we got some people requesting here to come up as well. Apologies, I wasn't looking at the spaces. I was trying to load this announcement up. We have athletes like Turbo Ross Levine, Jazeeb Rin, and NFT Kid Keith Berry are just the beginning. He features dynamic nationals experience unparalleled NFT dynamics built on Hedera. Exclusive sales available on Centex.io. Postmaster, would you like me to pull up the Centex link as well? Just kind of show them off on secondary. Is that something you'd want me to show here?
Yeah, sure. You can show that link. Yeah, no problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can kind of see what the thumbnails look like.
Dope. Okay, I'll show them here shortly. Whitelist benefits reserved for top 500 up only season 1 players and Stickbug flagship NFT holders. Save 100 H bar and enjoy 12 hours of early access. Top 500 whitelist limit of 3 NFTs. Stickbug flagship limit of 1 NFT per, and then there's 5 of 145 rare and common. So before I continue on, what is the 145? Is that per fighter?
That's commons, and then the 5 are the rares. So with the rares, the fighter gets the first rare of the collection, and that one they can either keep, or we're going to teach them how to auction it. Is what we'd like them to do. We're going to work with guys like you and Dirty DJs, do a live broadcast auction for the fighters.
Nice.
And yeah, just try to fetch them like a little more than your average $35 card or whatever, right? Like maybe there's a real super fan out there. Also with dynamic nationals, I don't know if I really want to give this away, but there's a way that we can change 1 card and maybe add something like a signature or some special message for a fan.
Oh, some alpha here. Okay.
But there's some special things that we can do with nationals for those 1-of-1s just to make them a little bit more valuable. So we're looking into what the fans kind of want, and each of them might be individual per fighter. Like say, like Gucci wants to sponsor a fighter, and they're like, oh, this will be perfect. Let's do a Gucci edition NFT card and sell it for
tons of money. They'll auction it off or whatever, and it'll be an official thing where we'll have like signatures from the company and from the fighter or whatever added to the card. So yeah, there's fun things that we're going to look at doing with the dynamic hashionals to make more value for the fighters, for the athletes, for the collectors. Also, there'll be trading rooms opened as well in our Discord for people to get together. If you didn't get the card that you want, you can trade. But there's also trading right in Centex. You can actually make offers on cards. And we're hoping that our sports memorabilia collection not pioneers it, but makes use of that functionality of offering people cards and people actually going and checking their Centex offers on a weekly basis to see if their cards gone up in value, because it is a sports memorabilia collectible. They're very rare, only 150 per athlete. I'm sure we will end up having some amazing athletes, some superstars in karate combat, and sought after cards in our collection. So yeah. Do you have any more questions about that? Let me know, brother.
Yeah, brother. Give me 1 second. I'm just. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Just want to make sure. Sorry, I think it was like lagging a little bit there. Yeah, it looks like the spaces. I was literally just on the spaces to just. Someone just requested to come speak, and I added them, and then the space just crashed. So not sure what that was all about. So I'm gonna shoot him a link. It was Fubar. So I'm gonna shoot him a link to come up if he wants to ask any questions. But it looks like we are coming up on the hour mark. I'm not sure how much more time you have, brother. I know we've been going for a little while, but I'm more than happy to continue chatting, brother.
Lots of time. We'll give a quick shout out to Fubar. Fubar, he is our liaison between karate combat and the fighters and kind of everything related to the app and advertising. So he's done an amazing job working with us, just answering questions, getting things in the app there was Fubar, and Only LARPing as well. Just they're absolutely amazing team to work with. I can't say enough good things about Karate Combat and their staff, and I can't wait to Utah to perform in front of them all and get everybody excited about my fight and just to see everybody again. It's almost like a big family now that I've been there so many times.
All right, I think jumping between tabs, it cuts my audio off. Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, you're good.
Awesome. I was looking for his account, but I couldn't find it. So Fubar, shoot me a DM right now. My DM should be open. Shoot me a DM if you want to come up and ask a question. I think the spaces, since they're closed, I'll leave it at this point. Unless Postmaster, unless you want me to start it back up. Again, I think we had like 20-something people in there.
Totally up to you, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll leave it. I think just having everyone funnel in. I see a bunch of you guys just joining in now on the live stream, and you guys can follow along. Let me finish the announcement here on the Karate Combat app. So again, if you guys are not in the Karate Combat app right now, feel free to fire it up, whether you're on desktop or mobile. Head to the announcements. There is an announcement on the upcoming mint here. So again, 5 out of 45. Sorry, 5 and then 145, 5 for rare, 145 per common, and then there was some exclusive alpha that may or may not be happening that Postmaster just shared. So if you guys missed it, I'm not going to repeat it. Go ahead and listen back to the interview if you guys missed that alpha. I was expecting something like that personally. I was just excited, just kind of wondering what could be done, because of course, not only is this more or less the first time it's been done that I'm aware of here in Hedera and maybe in Web3, but seeing this in particular with the hashional side of things, that just makes me that much more bullish. So again, proceeds allocation, 60% to incredible athletes, to our incredible athletes, namely Karate Combat, 20% to buyback Stickbug token, 10% to the co-founders for their amazing contributions to art and project management. Gear Up, September 17th, 6 p.m. EST, so an hour after our show tomorrow. The mint will go live. Don't miss out on this unmatched opportunity to own a piece of fighting history. Stickbug.org. And then if you click read more, it will take you to the Centex link, which I'm going to fire up here shortly. Trying to remember, here it is. Let me pull it up so we can kind of just look through them together as well. So I haven't looked through all of it yet, but are all of the NFTs fully minted, brother?
Yeah. 1,650 of them are minted.
Wow. So remind me again, it was 10 10 fighters, correct?
Yep, 10 fighters, 1 KOL.
Let's go. Okay. And is the KOL, please remind me on that one as well.
That's Loudmouth, Adam Patterson. Have to have Loudmouth as number one. He's kind of the hype man of karate combat. You'll often see him in his bedazzled and sparkly outfits and bedazzled up shoes. He's really the life of the party around the pit, always dancing. Also one of the biggest big dog karate combat token holders. I think he's got like 100 million tokens or something ridiculous. So he's we have to have him. You know, he's a big hit with the fans. And when we asked who was the karate personality that we should mint first, that was really the only name that was thrown out there. So there's lots of karate personalities, new ones coming in all the time as well. We have a new one in King Apollo. Doug Hype as well is one of the pioneers. He's been there for quite some time now. Loudmouth, he's been there for 3 or 4 years in the background. All the events before there was even a crypto token. I think he was a big fan of karate. We're excited to have him work on the promotional side of things for our project and to see how collectible his card is.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, I must have forgot about that one, but that's great. I think it's a great first KOL to have on as well. Big supporter, massive supporter, I should say, of karate combat and what you guys are doing here as well. So I'm looking through. You guys can all see the unique authenticator code here, 2024 Fighterbug Sam Alvey. So basically, you can see the rares. So if you mint and you see one of these yellow outlines, that looks like it's one of the 5 rares, and then of course it'll be the 4. The one you said, the first one of each of the fighters will be the auctioned piece, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. And then the green will be the common as well. So go ahead and check them out. I'm just going to kind of skim through them. And then remind me, who did you say? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Who did you say card? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I want to know whose card are you most looking forward to for this first drop?
Oh, I'm going to try to collect as many of the Owen Chimaya cards as I can. I think he's going to be one of those like 10-time defending champions in karate combat. He's such a young athlete. Of course, that Turbo Ross Levine, I definitely am going to want one of those yellow cards. Ross being, in my weight division and just an absolute powerhouse karate fighter. He's like the perfect karate fighter. Like he grew up karate, point spar fighting, and then made his way into full contact here with just karate. Became the champion, retired the champion. Undefeated at 185. So yeah, I absolutely love Ross. And of course, Mei Chan too. I gotta have myself a Mei Chan card. She's in the Hedera ecosystem. So I definitely gotta have one of those yellow Mei Chan cards.
Yeah, I honestly, Chalmaya.
I have to buy one too. So I don't get to mint myself one. All 4 of them are going into the pile. So I gotta either buy one on auction or buy one from one of you guys that meant to mint one myself.
Yeah, I'm really debating on the auction because I really want some very specific one. Here's Mei Chan. Shout out to May if you're listening. Shout out to
I personally think some of the ones at auction could go in the hundreds of dollars at least. Maybe even $1,000. Like BitBoy is probably going to do really well with his auction, because he's got so much eyes on him. I actually think that the IFC fighters will end up probably doing better than most of the athletes, but it's okay because of the way that the pools are split. It doesn't matter if one athlete does better than the other one. They all work together as a team, and the pool is split evenly, even on the secondaries market. So that's kind of how we wanted it to be. We don't want one superstar walking away with, all the funds. But if they do get a big chunk from their online auction, their single card auction, good on them. I do think that Ben Armstrong will probably be the higher card in auction though.
Yeah, we got to push as hard as possible for Mei Chan. I'm looking forward to your card as well. I definitely want to collect your card once it's out. If you plan on getting a card up there, I know Harley just came up here, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to more and more fighters. But there's some absolute amazing cards to just really, it's really hard to choose. But you always talk about Chamea, and rightfully so. He's been doing some amazing things. And speaking of him, he's the next one up. So I'm going to show his card here, and shout out to Chamea if he's listening. I think your card looks awesome as well.
Yeah,
And
we love Owen. I hand selected those photos for Owen, and we even got Beltram, the referee. He's one of the most liked referees, holding Chamaya's hand up in there. So I really love that moment. That's why I love this card so much. Not only does it have the most iconic bantamweights in karate combat, but also we have one of the most iconic MMA referees featured in this card, and yeah, I just have to have one of those ones.
Yeah, definitely a must-have. And yeah, I honestly, most of these cards, I'll be happy with pretty much any of them. But if there's a few specific fighters I can get my hands on, I'm definitely going to be sniping on secondary, and maybe these auctions, depending on how they go. Maybe I'll dabble on a few of them. See,
I think
maybe some more.
a good way to might do it is to mint a few of them IPEX and then jump into a trading room, because there's going to be all sorts of people wanting the different fighters and different cards. So I would say if you're going to mint one or two or three, that's probably a good idea. Then you have kind of one to trade off, and we're going to create the rooms for that, so it can be easily done.
Okay, and where are these rooms? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Is this going to be in Discord?
They'll be in Discord, yeah.
Discord, awesome. And then what is the best place to find your Discord? Let's just say someone's not in it already. Where are we going to be looking for this Discord link?
I will share that on our main page. We'll probably do a pinned post on that once these cards go live to make sure everybody, and we'll do a graphics for it as well. So the channel isn't live yet until the cards go live.
Gotcha. Okay, no worries. Just quick, if anyone's watching here, is it on the main Stickbug Twitter?
Yeah. You can go on the main Stickbug channel. It'll just show up there once the trading goes live.
Gotcha. Let me just show that really quick here for everyone watching.
Special access or anything like that.
Let's go. All right, you guys will follow for the alpha. You can see the little banner here. So Stickbug_HTS is the account, the official account to follow. Stick to something real. I actually haven't seen the new bio, so I love the stick puns here. Built on Hedera, 10 million supply, no tax, liquidity locked. You can see the token ID here. So again, link to the Discord, and then once those trading channels are up, that's where you're going to want to be. And then we'll cover the stickbug.org site as well. I have that pulled up here very soon. But let me go back on Centex. I just kind of want to show you guys all of the cards. So we have Shazib Rind, and I believe he will be fighting at this event, correct?
Yeah. We just watched, just before coming in here, we watched the last interviews with all the fighters, and they are fired up. Shazib's going to be fighting for a interim title against Bruno Assis. Very tough opponent. He has the most fights in karate combat. I believe he's like 5-3 or 5-4. So this will be his 10th fight in the pit. Very, very tough opponent. A step up in competition for Shazib. As Luis Rocha, he got injured. His foot's broken right now. A few broken bones in his foot. So he's going to need a few months to heal up from that. So in the meantime, it is still a title fight. It is still an absolute banger. Number 2 versus, I think, number 3 or 4 in the lightweight division. It's going to be a banger. And yeah, Shazib's really excited about his sports memorabilia card as well, and working with our team to maximize the profitability of his auction. So we'll look forward to seeing Shazib in some of these interviews after he wins his title.
Let's go. Yeah, we love to see it here. Shout out to Shazib as well. You talk about him a lot. I actually haven't seen, maybe I have and I forget. I'm not sure if I've seen him fight, so this will be the first time that I watch him in the pit.
It's going to be a treat, man. He's knocked out all of his opponents.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
Last 4 opponents, he's knocked them out cold.
Let's go. Well, you love to see it again. So here's the 5 rares. I think personally, Shazib, Chalmea. Again, it's super hard. May, obviously a special part of my heart. Like it's Sam. I mentioned Sam Alvey already. You mentioned BitBoy. I wonder who's next. Let's see whose rares are popping up next here. But it's going to be hard to choose. I'm going to be very happy regardless of which rare, regardless of which um, token. Gabriel Varga, I remember watching him fight, I believe at the last event or the event before that. I did see him recently. Shout out to Gabriel Varga. Love the card. All these cards look absolutely insane as well. If you want to touch on this one, brother, as well.
Yeah, Gabriel, one of my favorite stand-up kickboxers of all time. Yeah. He was the one standout name, just under Rashay Brin for what the top token holders wanted in a sports memorabilia card from Karate Combat from this project. So yeah, we have to deliver a Gabriel Varga card. He's one of the most popular. I believe he's a welterweight in history of stand-up. So he's also a Canadian. We also have the same cornerman for my next fight. I have Crew Lynn in my corner, who's also one of his cornermen for Karate Combat. So yeah, he's super popular fighter, and we're lucky to have him on board.
Let's go. Awesome. Yeah. Shout out to Gabriel Varga. The card looks absolutely phenomenal as well. So you're looking currently with the yellow background here. You're looking at one of the rares from him. So I'm going to kind of skim through the commons. You can see the green background. And then again, if you guys haven't joined the Discord is in the stickbug_HTS X account in the bio over there as well. Let's see who's next here. As a card, well, as we said before, Ben Armstrong, and as Postmaster said, this will probably be top 3 cards that people are going to be very excited to mint, to trade for, to auction. You guys are all familiar. You guys probably watched the fight as well. I remember seeing it. It was great. A lot of people were betting against him. I actually put tokens on him, so I won some tokens from that event. So that was great as well. Super fun. And I just believe that these IFC events are just going to get better and better, more fun, more entertaining, more involved, more interactive. And interactive, I mean these cards as well. This is going to be something. And Postmaster, maybe there's some alpha you're not allowed to share, but I know in the Karate Combat application, there is a little section for NFTs. Do you think that this could be something where you could see these NFT memorabilia, collectible fighter card, KOL cards in the official app?
I can't give a definitive answer. I do know that we've made amazing relationships with the Karate Combat staff, and I'm sure that they appreciate the quality of these. Once we deliver our first mint, and the fighters are extremely happy, and their back-end development have a little bit of time, I'm sure they'll make magic happen, and these will be displayed in there. As for a timeline or anything like that, I can't give you anything like that. I have asked the question. It's not out of the question. It's just, it's going to be a matter of time to allow that to happen, I believe. They're also working very hard on making the staking available in their token. So I'm sure, after, a period of time where they're not doing any, back-end developments, and this project's going well, maybe our second or third mint coming up, that could be another selling feature that we're getting involved into the Karate Combat app. I also hear that it's possible that Hashpack is working to become compatible with that Karate Combat app as well, which would be a big step forward in making that all happen.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Shout out to Hashpack as well. That's something that I've kind of personally been curious about. I've always wondered, like, is this something that could be done? What would that look like? That kind of stuff as well. So yeah, we want to see more NFTs, more ways to for the fans, of course, to celebrate, and participate, of course, as well. Oh my gosh, there's something I was going to ask you on top of that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm looking at the next fighter here, Billy McFarland. It looks like Firefest 2 is going to be happening. If you want to share a little bit about that, it looks like Billy McFarland's the next card. These are the rares. You guys can see he won his fight as well. I remember watching that one.
Billy is not done yet. Billy is looking at bringing Karate Combat to Firefest and headlining as a fighter at that event.
Wow.
So that's a long way away. I think it's like next summer or something like that. But yeah, we wanted to stand behind Billy here. He did say proceeds we're going to go help pay off the victims of the Caribbean and whatnot. So we wanted to help Billy a little further. And he had a great showing against J Chains. We couldn't mint a J Chains card and not a Billy card too. I mean, we had to give both these guys the option because they fought their absolute heart out. Yeah, Billy came away with the TKO victory in the end. J Chains got a little gassed out in the fight, and Billy Firefist McFarlane started the viral campaign for Firefest 2, and it looks like he's already had more ticket requests than there are available tickets. So it sounds like his Firefest 2 is going to be a sellout, and we'll see if he delivers. I know I'm not buying a ticket to the Firefest 2, but I did really enjoy Billy's fight, and I look forward to seeing him fight again.
That is hilarious. Yeah, I actually heard about it over the weekend or something. So that was pretty hilarious.
I do hear that J Chains is going to be at Firefest 2 though.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely crazy. But yeah, if we see something like this happen, it'll just be I think it's just we gotta have some fun. I won't be in attendance, but if a lot of people are showing up, it'll be something to talk about, and hopefully it's the karate combat event. So we'll see if there's a round 2
Would
of
be
their
a
match.
huge redemption story for Billy. And you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
I'm into that, man. I think he made huge mistakes on his first one, bit off more than he can chew. People do that all the time. However, he was a successful what do you call people that make parties? Promotions guys. He was making successful parties in New York and all over, and he just bit off more than he can chew on that one event. He did jail time for it. But he's working hard to pay off the $20 million that he still owes the victims, and he's going to throw a couple more events and try to get his act together, do it a little easier, and I think having a karate combat event and just signing some really big artists along the way is probably a great way to do that.
Oh, for sure.
Keith Berry.
Accidentally zoomed in too far, so my computer's trying to buffer all of it. But yeah, the Keith Berry card looks awesome. I think maybe it has to do with some of the Brett Gold. Maybe it looks a little bit more yellow. Maybe that's kind of a weird way to describe it.
It's got gold foil.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks.
It's got the gold. It's the gold foil edition for Brett Gold. Keith Berry. He's been an amazing NFT promoter for so many projects for the last 3 years on Spaces. Like, this guy's a pioneer of X Spaces, and we were fortunate to see him fight. Although it was a short fight, he got poked in the eye, and his eyelid was kind of cut open so that you can kind of see the eyeball. So they called the fight on him. We will see the guy back in karate combat, and he is fighting in Crypto Fight Night this week. So right after karate combat event, a day later, Crypto Fight Night is a boxing event. We'll see Keith Berry face off against Muffin. And Keith's looking great, man. He's training hard. He's really excited to be a part of this project. He's been, promoting the heck out of it. We wanted to do something just a little special for the Brett Gold community, because they also have supported me as well and have been behind, every post that I post. And it's just a super strong community that loves fighters. They're a title sponsor for my fight as well. We just did like a nice little gold edition. This was something that Keith wanted, so we made it happen.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, this one looks, to me, it just stood out right away. And that gold foil definitely stands out. So maybe we got to do more gold foil on some of the rares or something, but they look good. Let me look back to the Billy McFarlane rares, see what it looks like. Yeah, the black stands out. I mean, they all look absolutely amazing. Let me go back to Keith Berry. Yeah, the gold definitely. I think it just brings the outline out more on it personally, but they look great. I think aesthetically, for me personally, just at a glance, I think this is the rare I want in my wallet. But there's a lot of really amazing rares still to be collected, and of course the greens, the green and yellow. I look down really quick. They look great as well. So Keith Berry, shout out to you,
Yeah.
brother. These look great as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited for his auction as well of his card. I think he'll do really well as well. He has so many fans. He's been such a huge supporter of so many NFT projects, being of course the NFT kid, hosting his daily space, and just giving everybody a spotlight. Just like you show up every day, he's also showing up every day and really showcasing the NFT projects of Web3.
Yeah, brother. I see his shows. I don't tune in often, but I have your notifications on. I see you jumping in there. I try to listen in from time to time as well. But he's been super active. Of course, you've been active. I think you've been more active than I have been. I've seen you in as many spaces as possible. Just super active. So shout out to you, brother. I see Justin Custardo up here as well. He has a card. We didn't cover his card already, have we? Did we?
I think you looked at it in the beginning, just
In the
not on
beginning? Okay.
this. Yeah. But yeah,
Gotcha.
that's Jay Chains, host of the Web3 Breakfast Show. Huge YouTube and Twitter following. Obviously, Fight is the main event, and he's just become a really good friend of mine. So I'm absolutely blessed. Again, these photos are from our very own camera reel while we were pit side. So there's that artistic touch that nobody else has got these shots.
Let's go. Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. I think that adds so much more to these because you're not going to get these specific pictures essentially anywhere else as well. So that makes me super bullish as well. I see Thickbug as the banner in the background. So that's something you were talking about, how you can modify it, you can update it, that kind of stuff. You want to touch on that? I'm looking at it on this one. I'm not sure if I missed it on some of the other cards, but I do notice it on this card.
Yeah, so a part of sports memorabilia are sponsors that want to connect with the athletes somehow and the super fans as well, and get a message out to say I'm standing behind this athlete, and that's why we added that logo background. Of course, Stickbug being the project lead, that's why you see most of them with Stickbug there. But as we progress through this project and we make relationships with different companies, especially while we're pit side, I do meet a ton of Web3 and just normal business owners that want to stand behind their favorite athlete, and that's one way they can do that. So if they want to add that logo to the card, we could update it, and then they give us a sponsorship, a gold, silver, bronze, and platinum sponsor, and each level gives you a little more depth of change in the metadata and logo placements on the cards, and that the revenue flow just follows the same split as the rest of the project. So the fighters are going to grab 60% of that, and yeah, same flow. So there's just an additional form of revenue that can be gained from this project.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. So I believe that was the 10 fighters. And then we have Adam Patterson up here as well. I believe he's the last card. I think that makes a lot of sense. If you want to touch on his card, I keep showing the little authentication as well. So this part won't change at all, correct? But the graphics on the card, their win-loss, that kind of stuff, that can change, correct?
Yeah, and those are scannable. So you can actually scan your screen there and it'll take you to the fighter portal. And this is going to be like
all right, it looks like Postmaster just yeeted his screen. So let me bring him back up here shortly while we wait for Postmaster to come back. Postmaster, I'll actually just send you another link. I'll be right back, you guys.
And I'm back.
You should be good to go, brother. Can you hear me?
Sorry, guys, little technical glitch. Where did I drop off there?
I was just asking about Adam Patterson. We were talking about the authentication label. If the cards can be modified.
You can scan that. That's scannable. Brings you to the fighter portal, the special web page on our website. That's going to give you just more detailed information about the career and about the athlete and about the personality. But it'll also have links to their socials, updating constantly. And then we also plan to support up-only gaming players with a possible AI tool there as well.
Wow. Okay. Well, as always, these NFTs just continue to have so much more packed than I can think. And so for you guys just kind of tuning in, maybe you're not familiar with how this works. Essentially, when you go to update a Hashinal, all of the images are actually going to be able to be updated right away as well. So basically, if they have, so what would be the conditions essentially, Postmaster? Maybe this is a little bit more specific. So let's just say Sam Alvey. I'll use him as an example. I don't know his record off the top of my head, but do you know it off the top of your head? Maybe we can do some specifics.
Yeah, he's 3-0.
So 3-0. Let's say he has his next fight. He wins his next fight. He goes 4-0. Will you guys be actively monitoring every single fighter for every card that they have and updating it, or will only be maybe per the community's request? What would that look like, perhaps?
Yeah, so I think that we're looking for notable moments in these fighters' career moving forward. So, title wins, big wins, main event wins, yeah. So, the fighter moves on in their career. They're getting big wins. These cards are getting more sought after. We want to look for ways to make them a little more valuable for the secondary sales. And we'll also possibly work with the owners of the cards because each card can be updated individually and not just the entire common selection. I can actually single out a single card and update it. So maybe it's something that we can, take requests for and say, oh, I want my card changed. It's something we can look at. It's definitely not something that's ruled out because the dynamic nature of these Hashinals. There's so many things that we can dream up and make happen there. Now we don't want to lose the project and lose all the cards, so we want to make sure that we sit down as a team and make sure that when we do make changes to these cards, that we really think about the implications of it, because it makes the rest of the cards more rare and makes one even more rare than the rest of them. So we just want to make sure that we listen to the fans, listen to the athletes, and really think about what we're going to do before we change the cards. So yeah, it's not just going to be automatic updates every single time they win or lose. It updates. It'll be just strategic career moments and highlights that we'll update.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense.
And sponsors as well. Like that, I think that's probably going to be the biggest updates that you see is that sponsors come on board on the fighter. Maybe they want to change it to an image, and that's a part of the deal. Is that let's use this image. I like this image better. And we'll put our logo in that background. We'll get rid of the stick bug and put our logo in the background. And then the metadata also, we can give a mention to and a link to their site or something like that, depending on the level of sponsorship.
That's phenomenal. In terms of individual cards being updated, that's something I'll have to think about. Like what maybe the community can provide some more ideas. I didn't even think of that personally. I thought just kind of like a holistic update, if you will. So even if it was more holistic,
so far we've come up with the signature idea is that we would collect maybe 5 unique signatures from the fighters, and then have them select some wallet IDs and some giveaways for that to be inlaid over their card.
Wow. Dang. Okay. Yeah. That's. Oh my gosh. You're making me. This maybe making me try to move some HBAR, some even more HBAR for that. But yeah, the signatures would be absolutely insane. In terms of updating the cards holistically or maybe one by one, it gives me ideas of something along the lines of like, and of course, this needs to be decided upon with the team, maybe the community, maybe brainstorm a bit more, but maybe even using some stick bug, whether it's a burn stick bug or to trade it in or something, and maybe the card will be used in that way, maybe for a sponsorship or something. Part of the stick bug goes to the fighter, the team, whatever, right? Like that could probably be a thing as well. I just think that there's a lot that people might be underestimating in terms of what could be done over a long enough period, because this is something really new for the ecosystem, and arguably new in some capacity for digital memorabilia, if you will, right? Like, this is a way to collect something that is newer as well. Karate Combat is relatively new to the fighting scene as well, even though it is 5 years old. Karate Combat here on Hedera, growing more and more mainstream. We're talking about all this. We're talking about the mint at like Postmaster. If you have the specific numbers, I think we're at like 100 to 200,000 unique wallets. Maybe it's higher than that. I forget the exact number.
350,000
300,
unique. Yeah,
350,000.
playing
Okay.
Uploading gaming.
Oh man. Okay. So maybe I'm out of the loop then. Maybe I missed the last update, but I mean we're coming up on that 500,000 mark, and we're still having conversations about this being early. And I've been saying, right, 500,000, 1,000,000 is in the near horizon as Karate Combat continues to gain that much more momentum, notoriety, credibility, all that kind of stuff, right? And just entertainment value overall. And we're having these conversations before that happens. When that's actually happening, it's like, are you still early? In some capacity, sure. But man, I can't even imagine what that's going to look like during those times. So yeah, absolutely insane. Absolutely incredible, brother. Do you have anything else that you would like to share with us here on the live stream, on the spaces, of course, for the interview, brother, before we start wrapping the show up here today?
Yeah, just let's do a giveaway. Obviously you'll have to wait till after the mint, but Ipex, why don't you pick out your favorite fighter on the mint here live, and then we'll give that card away.
Oh man, and then it's a common, correct, right?
Yeah, I can't give any of the rares away. I'll have to buy it off the market, but I do have a couple of the promotional cards that I can give away.
Let's go. Okay. Here, I'll do this since we have 100 something of you guys tuning in here today live. So the first three, I'll pick from the first three. So if you guys are here live, if you're watching, I'll give you guys about a minute or less. Go ahead and pick a name. We have Sam Alvey here. We have Ross Levine. Whatever the first three names, I'll pick from there. Of course, we have May Chan. I believe May is next. Let me scroll through here really quick. We got May Chan up here as well. I think May Chan for the Hedera community is probably where I'll go. But we have quite a few amazing ones. Of course, Chalmea is up there. Shazib is next, I believe. Rind. BitBoy, of course. Gabriel Varga. Let me see, just in case you guys weren't hearing, you're just tuning in. Ben Armstrong, BitBoy, of course. Let's see who else, and Billy McFarland. And then for you guys to be entered, all you gotta do is like and retweet the live stream here, if that's cool with you, Postmaster.
Absolutely, brother. And what do you think, Ipex? Who is your favorite athlete on this roster, and who would you add that's not on there?
Oh my gosh, man! There's so many good ones. That's tough. I think you nailed most of my favorites, at least in this first batch. I gotta think a little bit though. Oh my gosh, and I'm honestly really bad with names sometimes too. Like, I remember a lot of the fighters, but Chalmaya, I think he's always been someone that I've watched in many of these fights. Who was it that beat him? I'm trying to remember his name. Was it Rocha? Was it Rocha? I'm forgetting his name. Luis. Was it Luis that beat him? I'm trying to remember who beat him. Oh my gosh! But yeah, there's some pretty amazing people. Was it Luis?
Yeah, he lost to Luis.
Yeah. I think Luis would probably be a great card as well that I would look into. I'm trying to think of any other ones. And of course, you guys are here in the live stream. If there's any cards specifically that you'd like, I think I'll go with May. Just Hedera strong, of course. We want to support the community. So to give away a May card, I think that would be awesome. And she won her fight as well. I think, though, personally, if I could pick a card right now, it would be your card. Not to be cheesy or anything like that. I do want to see your card. in here.
Awesome.
Want to support you, of course, as well, brother. If I could
Thank
pick
you.
up one of your rare cards, I think that'd be
Well,
my
hey,
favorite.
don't forget, every single card that you guys buy here is also going to help me and build this project out and get me into that pit. I'm a fighter. You know, this project is for the fighters by a fighter, and I'm just starting. You know, in the IFC, I got a big win over a very tough opponent. And you best believe I'm going to be barking down President Awesome's throat for a 3-fight contract. So.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, President Asim. We definitely got to get his card in here. I'll be picking up some of those as
100%.
well. Yeah, Asim. That was the other card. There you go. Asim, your card.
We'll get him choking the guy out.
Yes. Yep. That's exactly. Maybe we can get an only LARPing card in here at some point as well.
I've talked to him about it. I don't know if that's gonna happen, to be honest with you, but I'll see what we can do.
Yeah,
it's definitely not gonna. It might be like the little alien guy, you know.
Yep. Yeah, there's quite a few really cool ones.
I would love to see that. Obviously, we'll respect who wants to be on there and who doesn't want to be on there. That's where the application process comes into play, and then the voting. So if we have just an influx of too many fighters, and we can't keep up with it, we just plan to give it to a vote to the up-only gaming players.
Yeah, brother, for sure. I'm looking at the other fighters here. I think here, give me 1 second. I want to look at a couple other fighters. I'm pulling up Karate Combat here.
Yeah, Luis Rocha is actually one of the names that got thrown out after we've already kind of gotten the 10 up to the 10, but he's very involved in learning about Web3 and apparently a huge bag holder of Karate Token. So Luis Rocha is someone that we'll definitely be reaching out to in the future to mint. So you can look forward to that. Yeah, there's so many fighters. Trevino as well. I've been in touch with Trevino's management team. Things were really slow back and forth. He got COVID, and then I got COVID. But yeah, we'd love to get Trevino as well. He's a staple. Yeah, tons of guys. Just
oh yeah,
you know me. I'm a huge karate buff, and just these fighters are awesome to work with too. Like they've been present, you know, answering messages, and yeah. It's been awesome building this project out.
For sure, brother. Yeah, I think Weber Almeida as well. He'd be a great card. That's one of the fights that I'm always looking forward to. We have Omar Morales as well. I think that's a great card. There's so many great fighters, and I think the potential for what this is to become what it is already. I think we're just scratching the surface, and of course we gotta wait and see just kind of how everything kind of unfolds. And yeah, President Asim, more cards, more upcoming fighters, more support all around. I think that's just the name of the game moving forward for what's going on here. And yeah, it's always just kind of something to look forward to as well, seemingly, and with the dynamic national side of things as well, to be able to update them when either you guys are making a decision. And of course, there's transparency as well. You guys will just kind of announce and share what's going to go on. And I think that's a massive value add as well, because you guys are going to be transparent and share just kind of what's going on. And if you can figure out a way to get the community involved, I just think that's a recipe for success, to be honest. So yeah, brother, appreciate you coming on today. If there's anything you want to leave the fans, the future collectors with, I'll give you the final take here, brother.
Yeah, just thank you so much for having me today. Thanks for all the support from the HBAR community already around my fight and this NFT launch. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. And yeah, look forward to many mints after this, and make sure you guys catch my fight October 11th, Salt Lake City, Utah, against a very tough opponent. Heck the Snack. It's going to be an HBAR versus Ada clash. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. Make sure you get your Karate Combat apps, load it up, and put your karate tokens on the Postmaster. Let's go.
Let's go, brother. And then if people want to delegate some tokens your way, what is it going to look like? Where are they going to go, brother?
Yeah, go on to your karate app, get into the settings, delegate. You can use my Twitter handle or WER, the capital R, early. We are early. That's my handle in there. You can delegate me your tokens. Unfortunately, you can't delegate them now because the snapshot already happened. But for the next event, let's go, baby. Put them all on Postmaster.
Awesome, brother. Well, appreciate you coming out here today. Friendly reminder, this has been the Stickbug Postmaster Firebug Flawless interview here. Go check out what they're doing on stickbug.org. We covered all of the alpha here today. Maybe shared some exclusive alpha here today as well. If you missed any of it, this has been the Web4 Roundtable. I appreciate everyone tuning in here today. Mass shout to Postmaster. Make sure to shoot them a follow. Shoot Stickbug HTS a follow as well on X. And with that being said, we're going to end the interview here. Postmaster, appreciate you, brother. And I'll catch you next time. Peace, y'all.